So today's event was set up by the DBM, the Department of Budget Management, I believe. I think what they have in mind is utilizing the Pasig River for transport. It's already being done now with the MMDA ferry, but I think they want to enhance it and, you know, really make the most of the river. So let's go and see what happens today.
The convergence program, the reason all of us are here today is we really want to have a comprehensive convergence approach. So of course you notice we have the Philippine Coast Guard, which will be in charge of enforcing the traffic along the river. We also are talking to Marina about the policies that need to be set on franchising, on vessel approvals. The Department of Transport, who is going to be connecting all of these things on a metropolitan level through integrated transport systems.
So I managed to grab the chairman just for a few seconds. Can you tell us about the MMDA's involvement in this project?
Yes, MMD is part of an interagency working group to make this project possible. We want to have a sustainable ferry transport system. The lead agency here is the Department of Budget Management.
Okay, so under them, everyone will try and clean up the river and improve
clean up, repair all the ferry stations, add more stations where they are needed.
So I'm now outside with Yusek Dino, obviously with the DILG. Can you tell us about your department's or agency's part in this project?
Yeah, we will secure first of all the cleanliness and beautification of the river. One of my plans is to put up to create a barangay council for environmental and sanitary protection, and I will see to it that all 42,000 barangay will have one officer in charge for that purpose, and I will order all barangay captain before they will secure permit in building houses and or business. There must be a sewerage system or Pozo Negro before they will secure, they will issue permit to those who will apply for a permit for barangay clearance.
To try and avoid issues like Boracay, for example.
Correct, and once I got a complaint that the barangay captain issue permit without a sewerage system, definitely there will be a penalty for that barangay captain or that barangay council.
That's good, because a lot of people are looking at you right now hoping that you can make a big difference at the barangay level. So.
Yeah, of course, because you know, most especially first the illegal drugs. We already ordered all barangay captains and council to secure to submit drug list. Then the issue of traffic. The barangay must be the first one who will clear sidewalk and the street. Sidewalk is for our residents, not for a vendor. And the city street should be cleared. No basketball court, no parking area. And once there is obstruction in barangay, and the barangay did not do anything, definitely the barangay captain and the barangay council will be penalized.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, I am asking our residents to please follow the rules and regulations, most especially. Look, if our river is very clean, imagine that we can use this for transportation.
Yeah.
And definitely we will impose Republic Act 9003. And there is a great penalty for all those who will defy the order.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So with the President ngayon na talagang build plan niya to address the traffic problem which has been there for several decades, and with a dedicated and very capable cabinet cluster, walang dahilan para hindi mangyari na ito once and for all. Mangyari na itong alternative mode na transport to the Pasig River.
You can see two of the PRRC boats out here. I see them here all the time whenever I come near the Pasig River. You can see the Coast Guard over here because they have a very important job here to stop anyone doing anything they shouldn't, like dumping stuff or whatever else. Boats that perhaps shouldn't be here or transporting something they shouldn't. You know, very important job for these guys. Inside they're giving interviews. I'm going to include some of that in my video, but not all of it, because honestly the audio isn't great in there. They're having issues with the microphones, and the speaker system isn't that loud, so I suspect it won't be very hearable or listenable, or I'm not sure what the word is, but it won't be very clear. But I'll just use snippets.
Right from this area, the Patangas Hospicio de Santa is a restricted area. No video, no photo, please. Otherwise, the PSG and the Coast Guard will take care of your equipment. Maraming salamat po. Sandali lang po yan, 3 to 5 minutes lang yan.
So we just finished the tour now. It was interesting to see what's proposed and what's ongoing, and you know, how everything's going to improve over time. I'm also hoping just to do a very quick interview with the executive director of the PRRC, just a couple of minutes, so he can tell us about what their commission or agency have been doing and what they continue to do and what they plan to do. So I'm now with the executive director of the PRRC, which is the Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission. So can you tell us what it is that you do, not just with today's event and what's changing, but what you're doing and what you plan to do?
We're the one in charge of mitigation of solid waste, rehabilitation of the easements, recovery of the legal easements in the riverbanks. We relocate ISFs, informal settlers families with, in Filipino we call them squatters.
Okay, yeah.
And we displace families from the provinces, in other words. We do that with the help of the MMDA, and we just got our deputization from the Laguna Lake Development Authority to apprehend and send notices of violations to pollutants. Or
so that makes you much stronger as a commission, because you can actually penalize them.
Correct. We
work, just clean up. And
we worked for
them.
that for 5-6 months. It's a good thing. The general manager of the Laguna Lake Development is a good partner of the agency.
Yeah. It's very important that you work with the local, the other agencies.
And right now, it became more exciting, our work.
Yeah.
And especially now, because of the help of the new chairman of the commission, Secretary Benjamin Chokno of the Department of Budget and Management. The commission is gearing for new heights. We are reviving and modernizing the ferry system. If it becomes fully operational, 20 to 30% of the traffic of Metro Manila will be possibly alleviated.
What a lot of people have said to me, I've been posting about today's event, is they want more stations, they want more boats so you don't have to wait as long, and they want a more efficient system. For instance, if there's no one at the station, they're suggesting maybe the boat shouldn't stop. So if there's some kind of radio system or something.
Yeah,
like that.
actually, there's already a lot of systems proposed, modernized, like Grab, systems of Grab, or new systems like in China and in the UK and in Australia.
So it's exciting. We could see some big improvements here.
Yeah.
And even me, I am very excited, because I rode the Pasig ferry before, and I know it's not just about the ferry, there's a lot more involved, but for me, alleviating some of the stress on the roads and making use of the river, that's very exciting.
Actually, the Pasig River was doomed biologically dead river, but as you can see, there's a lot of seagulls, and seagulls are signs of there is life again in the river, and a lot of species of fish are already caught here. As you could see when we were traversing the Guadalupe area, there were fishermen fishing in the river. That happened a year ago.
That's
so
impressive.
we were very happy. Even they caught a 2.2 kilogram dory fish
here in the river.
Yeah, in that came from Manila Bay. Fish they don't go inside if the river is toxic or polluted.
Right. So there's big improvements already, and still a long way to go.
A long way to go.
You've done a lot. So thank you. I appreciate. Actually, I want to join you guys on some of your operations.
Yes, of course. You're always welcome.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, and good afternoon to everyone.